What's going on, you guys? Like, welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Today I got one for Dragon Ball Super Chapter 75. I know I'm quite a bit late on this. You know what I'm saying? But we knew I wasn't just gonna let this go by without talking about this at all. And I really wanted to talk about this chapter because I thought this was an amazing chapter. Um, and even as a Vegeta fan, because obviously I don't want to say spoilers, but like of course it's spoilers talking about a manga chapter. But one of the things I think I've seen a lot of people talking about, and it's just like it's a constant. Okay, it's like the treatment of Vegeta's character in Dragon Ball, just Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, just in general. You've seen Vegeta look like he's a person who I believe has the best dialogue in the entire show. And like most of anime, just in general, like Vegeta's dialogue is always like something that sticks with you. Like his speech is always great, and then you have a moment where he loses. In this sense, I feel like people are over analyzing it, or just was waiting for it to happen so much that they like kind of blow it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Now, first of all, a couple of things. The arc is just getting started. Okay, we know Goku and Vegeta often meet up with the villain and fight them and then lose to go train. You know what I'm saying? That's typically what happens. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the formula for them. You know, so I wasn't expecting them to beat Granolah in this moment. You know, there's a part of me thought like, okay, they can. Vegeta can like beat him, and then maybe the Namekian or somebody like gets him out of there. But I'm like, how would they get them away from Goku and Vegeta unless they was like completely like battered and bruised, and like I guess like the fight could have been like at a draw point and then they got away. But at the same time I'm still thinking Granolah doesn't have anyone to train him. You know what I'm saying? So it's Goku and Vegeta going back and training with Whis and Beerus again. So it only makes sense for Granolah to like be on top at this moment. And because Vegeta and Goku can leave. They can, Goku instant transmission, them out of there, and Granolah can't find them, right? So that's fine. But this obviously picks up after the last chapter, which I think that cliffhanger was amazing for most people because we saw Vegeta get a new form, in which this is named. He called himself Ultra Ego Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody really likes that name. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. We need something different. And this also something that was confirmed is that this is Vegeta's first time ever even using this form or even knowing that he can do this, right? Because he was awakened in him. You know that happens. Vegeta blood got the boiling like, and so we also see that Vegeta gets stronger the more damage he takes, but at the same time, his body can only take so much. And so I was loving that Granolah, the back and forth between them. Vegeta just like the moment where Vegeta grabbed him, like, "Hey, you've been pretty confident for a while. It's time to like knock you down a peg." So I'm just like, okay, Vegeta's awesome. Okay, Vegeta's awesome, and that's one of the things. I'm like, Vegeta was awesome throughout this whole entire chapter, and this is like this was a back and forth battle. It wasn't. I'm personally, I'm not a fan of somebody powers up or just somebody just completely dominating another person. In certain regards, yes, you know what I'm saying. I guess in certain instances, I think those situations work. Uh, but when you have like two like lead guys, you have the main villain and one of the heroes fighting one of the lead heroes because like Goku and Vegeta obviously the lead heroes. I like more of a back and forth, so I'm happy when Vegeta got this transformation. He didn't just like bulldoze over Granolah. You know what I'm saying? It was actually like a good back and forth, and which was great because Granola's trying to adapt. He's trying to get better at fight. Vegeta's like exposing him for who he is. I love when Granolah put up the shield and Vegeta told him like, "Hey, don't compare me to what Kakarot has." Like, because Vegeta's faring much better than Goku did. Not even just that. Like, even by the end of the chapter, Vegeta's not. He's still in his form. He's still in his ultra ego form. Okay, so it's not like the fight is completely over. That happened, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Vegeta still has another Sensu bean. If I'm not mistaken, 'cause I know they brought two, so I think Vegeta still has one he can use on himself. So it's like this is obviously not over, and Uh, I think Granolah, we're seeing something that I knew I wanted to see, or something that was just pretty much blatantly obvious to me from the very jump. It's the fact that Granola's flaw are just pretty much on full display. Like, and that's one of the things. Like, Oatmeal's talking to, and I'm trying to wondering, like, is Oatmeal an actual person, or is Oatmeal just like AI? You know, because I really don't know right now. You know what I'm saying? You would think with the name, I would think it's an actual person. If it didn't have the name Oatmeal, I would think, okay, you know, it's probably just AI. But I still think it's an actual person. I don't know yet. We'll find out soon enough. But yeah, we have this situation in which Granola's just like, yo, I don't care. Because Vegeta tells him, like, hey, I don't know what you heard, but my people, my race was like brought to the brink of extinction because of Frieza. You know what I'm saying? And Granola like, oh, wait a minute. Like, what am I doing? Like, but like you can tell he's questioning what he's doing, but he's so far invested. Like at this point, like it doesn't matter. It's like, okay, I don't care if you didn't have anything to do with it. I still want to eliminate Saiyans. It's like, okay, but like your whole thing was based on a lie, or just not even knowing the full details. Like you have, like, he over here complaining like, oh my god, I'm not about to lose to you. You ain't even Frieza. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, unless Frieza's been doing hella training, which is definitely possible, and because I'm Frieza keeping up with Goku and Vegeta wouldn't surprise me one bit. Okay, Frieza. Next time we see Frieza, I wouldn't be surprised if Frieza has a new transformation. Okay, so that doesn't surprise me at all. But the way Granola's talking, well, I do think that the reason we haven't seen Frieza is because of that reason. I think we're about to get another Frieza power up, which doesn't bother me in the sense of like, yes, we've seen Frieza defeated 3 times now. Namek, by Trunks, and by Goku again. Okay, we've seen Frieza defeated 3 times, but it's something different because you keeping a villain around. Most of the time, it's like most damn near every single time you defeat the villain and they're gone for good. But since Frieza was that staple, we keeping him around. But I do think Frieza will eventually get Hakai'd away by Vegeta, and they're gonna give Goku the win over Granolah. And the reason I still don't think that bothers me that much, simply because Vegeta has. I've always felt like Vegeta the person who should like eliminate Frieza for good, because he has more tied to Frieza than Goku ever did, and you know, and obviously you want to leave the other main antagonist for Goku. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Dragon Ball, but that can get a little, you know what I'm saying, that's going to get a little bit complicated, because Granolah, I don't feel like Granola's a bad person. I just feel like Granolah went through some things that like kind of like molded him a little bit different than, you know, you would want, you know, because like what he went through was kind of tragic. He saw his people get killed, and he know the people who did it, so he wanted lick back. I completely understand that, you know. And like I kind of also feel like he has like some of that young Vegeta mentality to him. It's hard to get through him, you know. But he only have 3 years left, and like this guy sacrificed everything. This guy pretty much sacrificed his life just for this revenge. So it's still difficult to see what's gonna happen with that. But and that's why I liked about the chapter so much. You don't get Dragon Ball doesn't do a ton of dialogue, but the dialogue that they do, especially with certain characters, it's like, all right, cool. Uh, Vegeta talk. Anytime Vegeta talks, opens his mouth to talk to Granolah, it's something good. It's like, okay, I can do this because of this. He taught him about guys of destructions, and the fact that like, hey, this new power allows me to like get stronger the more I fight, which is makes so much sense for Vegeta, and the fact that the battle setting that Vegeta's in which is just simply a fight, I think that's great. Now, of course, you get to the end where uh, the unthinkable happens. They're going back and forth, and both of them pretty much like going at it, right? They're just doing what they have to do. And we have this moment in which, well, there's a couple of moments I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I want to talk about the moment where Granolah pretty much doesn't care about like destroying the town anymore, the ruins. He pretty much don't care about that. And I think Vegeta's noticing the personality in Granolah. You know what I'm saying? As the fight progresses, so I'm just like, okay, that's one thing. And then okay, back to the point where you have Vegeta at his like, I've taken too much damage. Like I'm getting stronger, but I'm taking too much damage, and I don't have like that. He doesn't have that pop he used to. You know what I'm saying? Which Goku even alluded to. Like, where's that Vegeta had earlier? And of course, there we know with Dragon Ball, a lot of times, like once you get these new forms, like there's a drawback, or you're not fully like don't know how to use it yet. I'm pretty sure like Beerus hasn't taught Vegeta everything because he might have been waiting for Vegeta to be able to unlock this potential. You know what I'm saying? So we still have that. Vegeta's just like, you know what? He do a lot. When Vegeta's about to deliver a big attack, and I I can't remember the last time I seen Vegeta do this attack. This looks more. He looked like it looked like a Frieza attack where he's holding it over his head, you know, and he launches it. It's like this is the one to destroy anything it touches. Granolah just so happens to unlock a second red eye. I don't know if this was already. I don't know if Ceruleans can do this or Granola's the first person to do it. I think is it like a new level? I guess I think we're gonna learn more about that next chapter. But that just put Granolah at another level because we saw how good it was the first time. Like now, it's like you can't get nothing. Probably can't get nothing past this dude. And it seemed like it boosted his strength. And then what he shot, you know, his little pistols. You know, I don't even know them pistols. I don't know. You know, but they go off. An explosion happens, and Vegeta's on the ground laying down. You're like, yo, what the hell happened? What? But once again, he's still in his ultra ego form, and Granola's just walking towards him, and Vegeta still has a sense of being. So I'm just like, okay, Vegeta lost this round, I guess. Like it's not in other Vegeta losses are embarrassing. This one wasn't embarrassing. I guess you could say, oh, because Vegeta talks shit. Like that's Vegeta's character. He's gonna talk stuff. He'll talk shit every single time. You know what I'm saying? And like, if by most people's logic, it's like, okay, if he talks shit and he lose, it's like, bro, that's his character, you know. And like, he had every right to be confident. Like him, the looks Vegeta had in this chapter, just like, it's like they were so intense. That, like he looked maniacal. It's just like, oh, this guy, he's really into like the thrill of the fight. And so when we get to the end, he's just like he's laying down and Granola's walking toward him. I'm like, I don't see the issue with it, especially right now where we are at in the story. Like this was. There are other outcomes that definitely could have happened, but this one is one that just simply makes sense for where the story is going. And then we even get the bigger stuff is like the heaters have arrived. I think all the heaters are there. Gas and the elect just pulled up, and they're about to make a wish. They have the Dragon Radar. What wish are they going to make? It's like, and like, how do they even get the Dragon Balls? Like Granolah just used them 3 weeks ago. How long does it like? Do they take to recharge? Because Earth Dragon Balls is a year, but since these are only two, and I don't know if they're as strong. How long does that take? So there's so many different questions. I think that are still left to be answered, and we got next year. I mean next month. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see. Like things is in a it's in a good spot, man. I think the chapter was phenomenal, man. I think it did what it needed to do. I don't think any characters were hurt by this chapter. I don't think it was bad by any means. I like it a shit ton. Love this chapter. So yeah, that's my review for Dragon Ball Super Chapter 75. You guys let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.